All right, everybody. If we were in lab, you would be required to complete two wheel removements and replacements. So, in order to accomplish this, the first thing you would need to obtain is an air gun or an impact gun in this case. What I'm showing you right here is to pull the collar back on the airline in order for it to be secured to the gun. So, before you do that, make sure there are no sockets or tools attached to it. You could test it and look at the direction of the head or the drive size. Once you are confident and have confirmed it is in the reverse position, you make sure you put your impact socket onto the gun and make sure it is the socket side and not the screw replacement side. That will destroy your lug nuts or the shop vehicle. So, once the socket has been placed back on the impact gun, please do not try it in the air. Then you will remove all five or four of your lug nuts in either a star pattern or what is called a bow tie pattern for a four lug wheel. So once all of those are loose and finished, set the lug nuts off to the side, not on the ground where they can be kicked. And then you will safely be able to lift with your legs and arms to remove the wheel. In order to put the wheel back on, a trick I learned years ago was to put one of the lug nuts at the 12 o'clock position. When you do that, it makes it super simple to lift up the wheel and simply line the top lug nut hole and place it on the wheel. Once the wheel is against the hub and centered, you will take all of the lug nuts and start them all by hand. So you'll notice the acorn lug nut has the tapered side going towards the wheel, and you will then hand start all five lug nuts. You will not put them in the socket and drive them on with the gun, which can cause cross threading and permanent damage to both the lug nut and the threads of the stud. While a lug and stud would probably be around $12, depending on the vehicle, it can be a 3 to 4 hour repair for something so simply avoidable by just starting all of the lug nuts by hand. Once you've done that, you can tighten all five lugs in a star pattern with the gun. With the vehicle back on the ground, you then need to set the torque on the torque wrench to the manufacturer's specified torque for the vehicle. In this case, it was 85 foot-pounds. You pull up and begin tightening each of the five lug nuts in a star pattern. So always go from the one lug nut to the next farthest lug nut, tightening until you hear the torque wrench click, and it's as simple as that. Thumbs up for good luck. Always, please remember to torque all five, in this case, lug nuts, sometimes four.